Sweden are 2-1 outsiders. England coming in at 5-2. Big favourites. But before we talk about the game, I just want to talk about everything that is kind of happening and snowballing, if you like, in England. You must have experienced a bit of that during Euro 96. As a player, like, how much are you aware of it, and how much do you have to be careful not to get too carried away with it?
Well, they'll be aware of it, of course they will, because anybody who's associated with the England team, wives, girlfriends, aunties, uncles, they're in the newspapers, which is a joke anyway. How shall they not get carried away with it? Absolutely not. They're miles away from winning the World Cup, absolutely miles away. Yes, they've qualified. They've got this, penalty hoodoo off their backs to a certain extent, and now they're going to have, 3 equally hard games if they are to lift the World Cup, and these games will only intensify in getting more difficult in the level of play, and England do have to improve. We keep on saying it. It's good to bring people back down to earth. They have only beaten Panama, Tunisia, and Colombia, and a poor Colombia on penalties. So we all want them to succeed, but there's still a long way to go with better teams to face.
Well, not all of us do. Oh, grumpy pants in the corner there.
Well, I never said that. I never said a word.
Don't want England to succeed?
Steve, if you're Southgate, how much do you play on this and all the euphoria that's going on, and how much you need to dilute it to calm it down?
I get the impression that even before this tournament started, he had everybody on quite an even keel. And I think he'll just be sending the same message game after game. Don't get carried away. And he'll have done something similar after the Belgium game. He'll be saying, look, OK, we've lost the game, but, when we won, we didn't get carried away. Now that we've lost, let's not get carried away either. And you saw against Colombia how they kept their heads, and they actually kept on an even keel. So I think that'll be the easiest job that he has, keeping them on an even keel. The hardest job is going to be getting them to beat the teams that are remaining in this tournament.
And of course, that first team is Sweden, where you know exactly what you're going to get, really. There's going to be no surprises from this side.
No surprises. 2 banks of 4. You've got 2 up front in Toivonen and Berg. They're not going to surprise you with anything, but at the same time, they're very good at what they do. They're going to get numbers forward, Forsberg and Klaassen on the wings, only when they have to. Other than that, they're not going to gamble. They're not exceptional at anything going forward, but they are very good and well disciplined at the back. The other concern for England going into this one is there's a huge height difference between the Swedish team and the English starting 11, or what you expect between the 2 starting 11s. And England have conceded set pieces against Panama, conceded a set piece again later against Colombia. If Sweden are to win this game, that's where you feel they have the advantage. How you match up and how you pair up is the challenge for Gareth Southgate, because again, given the high differences, it's not an easy fix.